Spoiler alert. If you don't want spoilers, do not watch this video. Because today we're talking about Spider-Man Brand New Day, and that movie. Oh my gosh, that movie. That movie. Oh yo, that movie. I don't even know what to say. We're gonna get into it though. So let's do it. Yo, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Spider-Man Brand New Day. I can't, oh my god, that movie was so sick, so crazy, so dramatic, so everything that we needed from a Spider-Man movie. Don't get me wrong, all the other Spider-Man movies were great. They were great. But this Spider-Man Brand New Day is just something different. Something about it is just different. I love Tom Holland. I love how he portrays Peter Parker in Spider-Man. And this movie is just amazing. The cinematography, the dialogue, the drama, the action. Shout out to Jackie Chan's stunt team because they did an amazing job. And Spider-Man, the way that he moves in this movie is just, it feels organic. No pun intended. I did realize that they took a lot of material from the games with the way that he was moving, the way that he shot his webs, the different things that he did. I definitely feel like this game was a big inspiration for this movie. So shout out to Tom Holland for being a fan of that game, because that game is amazing just as well as this movie. Now, if you've seen my trailer reaction, then you know that I had certain speculations about things that was going to happen in the movie, and some of it I was right for, some of them I was completely off. It is confirmed that Sadie Sink character is Jean Grey. I told you this was spoilers. I warned you in the beginning that if you did not want any spoilers, do not watch this video. But Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey. But what does this mean? Well, you don't see any type of other mutants or people with abilities like her in the movie. It's just her and her sister, who I never knew that she had. I think it's something that they added for the movie, but in this movie she has a sister. Her name is, I ain't gonna tell you her name. I'll say that one for you. And this is the reason why she's doing everything that she is doing. And she's a younger character. She's not like a adult who already found the X-Men and who is a leader in her own right. No, she is off the hinge teenager who is looking for her sister. So everything that she does is she thinks is right, but to everybody else who don't understand the story, it looks completely wrong. And so that character development for her is amazing. And in the movie, we see that her last scene is that she's on a bus and she's going to someplace. Could it be that Jean Grey is going up north to maybe northern New York, where she might meet Charles Xavier, where she might meet part of the X-Men? Maybe she got an invite after the whole shebang with Peter and you know, almost getting shot and him saving her. Who knows? Oh my god, Peter, I was wrong about Man-Spider, but I was right about Man-Spider, because I believe that if Peter would have went full arachnid, he probably would have ended up turning into Man-Spider. That's just my honest opinion. But the way that he was moving, it was crazy. I really enjoyed this movie. This movie was a 10 out of 10 on all aspects. And it showed us how Peter is now more mature and how he is more accepting of who he is. I feel like a lot of times with Peter and Spider-Man, there's always that split personality of who's the real person. Is it Spider-Man that's the real person, or is it Peter Parker that's the real person? And Peter says, both. So he accepts that he is Peter Parker, but he's also Spider-Man. And for him to do that is a big step for his character, because a lot of times he tried to keep both of those things separate, but now he's kind of like, I can't run away from this, so I'm gonna embrace it. And man, it was just so sick. MJ and Ned part in this is also very, very important because I think MJ is giving Peter the closure that he needs, but she's not releasing like her grip on their friendship. Like in the movie, you can see that they're kind of like rebuilding their friendship, but it also feels like nothing changed with them. He's just chilling in his suit this time. And at closer to the end of the movie, you see that he goes to Ned and they do their little, handshake. And Ned's like, Peter? Like he knows who Peter is now. Like he remembers. Which goes to show that maybe that same thing can happen to major characters in the future. Like those who interacted with Peter as Spider-Man, those who know who he is. Now it's interesting to see that Yelena is in the movie as a new Avenger member, helping Peter or helping Spider-Man, because she doesn't know who Peter is. She doesn't know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. So it's kind of cool to see her, which is also a bridge to that world because she's talking about the bigger potatoes, and we know what's about to happen. We know that Doomsday is right around the corner. So possibly, maybe Yelena's like, Peter or Spider-Man, we need you. And maybe the more Peter is around that team, maybe the more they'll be like, oh, wait, Spider-Man is Peter Parker. Now, seeing Savage Hulk, oh my God. Yo, if Savage Hulk isn't back, the way that Hulk was moving in this almost reminded me of how he beat Loki. Exactly how he beat Loki. And it's just so sick. Also, let's talk about Punisher character, because Punisher character does a whole 360 almost. He's a little bit more down to earth, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more I'm not gonna say mentally stable, but he's stable in some type of way. And I think Peter brings that out of him. I don't know what happened on Staten Island. Nobody knows what happened on Staten Island other than them two. Maybe we can put it together. I don't know. But you can see that Punisher kind of like has, I'm not gonna say has been watered down, but he's just like kind of in a different era of his life, to where it's not all about his family and what he's been through. Even though you see some of that in the movie, he's really there for Spider-Man, really playing that big bro role for him. And maybe Peter needs this because it would teach Peter how to be a mentor or a partner to those who are going to be with him, like Miles Morales, along with, spoiler alert, Cindy Moon, aka Silk. There's a scene in the movie where Peter goes to the professor's lecture, and he's sitting in the back and stuff like that, and there's a girl that raises her hand, an Asian female. I hope she's Asian. She has to be. Asian female who raises her hand, and Professor Banner says, Cindy. And immediately, for those who know the comics, for those who know the characters, you immediately know that is Cindy Moon, aka Silk. Now, for me, I don't know what the reason would be to introduce Cindy before you introduce Miles. Maybe because Peter isn't old enough to be a mentor to Miles. Even though 4 years has passed, I feel like Peter is in a place where he's fully adulting and can easily take a prodigy under his belt or wings, spider wings.
Bruh.
Okay, that was bad. I'm sorry. But there's a lot in this movie to dissect. So in the movie, Peter has to go against the Hand and the DoD, but the Hand isn't the Hand. Once you see the movie, you'll fully understand what I'm talking about. I don't want to spoil it too much. So we could have had it all wrong, and Andrew Garfield and Charlie Cox What's telling the truth? They are not in this movie. Not this one. Or maybe the next one they will be. Or maybe Peter slash Spider-Man will start to be more so a TV slash movie character where he can come into this universe where he can interact with Daredevil and Elektra and all of these different things now that he has this experience with all these different villains. And it's interesting to see because I want to know what they're going to do with this inhibitor. It's not like Peter went and grabbed all his toys and tools and, you know, took them with them. They still have it wherever it's laying at. And so they can really replicate everything that he made. And Bruce Banner gave him a warning that universal inhibitors is a big risk. Which is why I believe that they're gonna find that technology, and they're gonna like either make those collars that subdue the mutant powers, and use that in the future, or maybe they'll use it against Doctor Doom. Who knows? That's a good idea. That's a good theory, actually. That's really good. Hold on, am I on to something? Am I on to something? Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. But the movie was amazing. You really get to see Aunt May role in the movie and how she's the voice of reason for Peter. Even though originally it's supposed to be Uncle Ben. But sadly, Peter Parker lost both Uncle Ben and Aunt May. And Mary Jane. Kind of, sort of. But also, and just hear me out, there's 3 different people that we meet in the movie. One scene is where Peter is on the elevator getting off, and there's a blonde-headed girl who says, "Hey, we stay on the same floor?" Could that be Gwen Stacy? Could it be Gwen Stacy? Could we have our first introduction to Gwen Stacy? Could the Spider-Man universe be giving us these characters that are a pivotal part of Peter Parker slash Spider-Man life? Could it be? Could it be? Could it be? We don't know. But it would be really cool to see that Gwen Stacy is in the universe. We do know that Miles is in the universe because of the Spider-Man Homecoming movie where Spider-Man meets his uncle, the Prowler, aka Aaron Davis. So we know that he's there. We just haven't seen him. But also, there's 2 other characters that I feel like maybe had a small cameo when Peter is going through his mutation and he gets back into the apartment complex area and he gets on the elevator. There's 2 people that's in the elevator with him. One is an African American male. One is a white Caucasian woman. I went straight to thinking that was Cloak and Dagger. I don't know why, but it looked like it could have been. Why would that be the first thing that I think about? Because Spider-Man had some interactions and some history with these 2 characters. I just think that it would be a cool way to introduce these smaller characters into a bigger universe, especially with Doom coming around the corner. They need all the help they can get. What's the better way to introduce these new heroes by fighting a big baddie like Doom, right? When the original heroes are lacking, who would stand in the gap for everybody else? Those who want to, those who have their power and their responsibility to do it. See what I did there?
Bruh.
This movie was so amazing. And I could talk about it all day. I have so many theories. If you're curious, stay for the end credit. It's not much, but it's something. I don't know what it means for the future of Spider-Man. I almost cried during this movie though. This movie was so perfectly made. I'm so inspired. I wish I had a Spider-Man costume to put on right now for you guys, but I don't. This movie was so good. So good. So if you haven't seen Spider-Man Brand New Day, please go buy your tickets. Go watch that movie 2 to 3 to 4 times. I don't care how many times you watch it. Just go watch it. It's a great movie. Tom Holland really did a great job as both Peter Parker and Spider-Man. And I know that he had a pivotal role in making this movie happen and giving the fans what they want. And he succeeded. This movie is everything. Everything. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think about the movie. If you've seen the movie. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. It's a great movie. I'm actually going to go see it again and again and again and again and again. Bruh. That's a lot of agains, but you know, I'm a fan. But that's all I have for today, guys. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this video. Again, go watch Spider-Man Brand New Day. Get your tickets now. It's now out. And I'll see you next time.